Grand Rising, everyone. You all have tapped in live with Amazing Grace, and I'm here to drop this Freedom Project Mastery class. It is Saturday. Take the energy as it resonates because we will be doing a mastery message, of course. Y'all know how we do every class. Um, Thank you for being here. Welcome if you are new to the channel or this class. Welcome. This is a safe space, you guys. Today's class is going to be addressing the word karmic. All right. We have talked about this before in a class prior, but I feel like spirit, the divine, is bringing forth this energy again because people have been abusing the word karmic. We as a collective, we, me included, have been abusing this word. For some of us, not intentionally. For some of us, intentionally. Okay? Either way, listen in, you guys. All right? Karmic is a word that is being used as like bitch or hoe or like a derogatory word. Okay, that's the abuse that's behind the word karmic. Okay, it's very offending. It's very derogatory in the way people are using it. It's the way it's being used. It's the intent behind the way the word is being used. Okay, so I'm having to address this because it's been a problem in the spiritual community. And the spiritual community is like, I try to set myself apart from the spiritual community as far as like YouTube and these different communities where one person will say something and then it'll just community from community to community. Now everybody's all offended with this word that was never presented to be offensive. This word was presented to us, this spiritual community, for correction. Okay? Correction as in you have karmic relationships, okay? You have karmic friendships or a karmic situation, or you're portraying a karmic behavior. So, like I was talking to my teacher the other day about how there's more than one way to skin a cat. No cats were skinned during this process, excuse me. But pretty much I was saying like there's more than one answer to a question. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand that as well. You can agree to disagree on a situation, but there is going to always be more than one answer. Okay? Because that's why the divine wants people to understand that, you know, everything needs a balance here in this realm. Okay? So it's just like different wordings and different words. Some words have 2 or 3 definitions to it. Like it could be being used. It's like it's all about the intentions. But what I want to say here is that this word was created for correction, for the purposes of healing, for the purposes of being like the moving forward energy. Okay, so really karmic is not a bad thing, y'all. Karmic is a good thing. This community, mind you, I started in this community, the community, a community, any community. You know, oh, she called me a karmic, or calling me a karmic reader, or calling me this and calling me that. No, yes, we've came up with like a derogatory definition for karmic readers. Those are the low vibrational readers that may have sold their souls, or the ones that may not even be healing, or they're regurgitating somebody else's content. Those are the karmic readers that people are talking about, okay? So when another spiritualist say, oh, you have a karmic relationship with this person, or that's a karmic behavior, it's not to down you. It's not to put you down, love. It's to inform you to correct that behavior, or to correct whatever the karmic situation is in the relationship. Correct that energy. It's not to hurt or harm or offend. That's not what karmic is for. But people have abused the word. Just like bitch that's female dog energy, right? Am I correct? But people still use it as like a form of being mean, or being a bully, or being nasty, or using it as a form of endearment. Okay? So it's all about your intentions when you are using these words. Any words that you use in the world. Mind you, words are spells. Intent is everything, but words are spells, but intent is everything, okay? You always need to use your intentions when chanting something, when speaking something, when wording something, because when you are wording and speaking, you are spelling. That is your throat chakra is a very easy way to manifest different things, okay? If you know, you know. Anyway, where was I? Karmic. All right. So you have a form of being karmic with like, oh, you have a karmic relationship. Whatever this karmic relation, whoever this karmic relationship could be with. For example, you have a karmic relationship with your biological mother. Example, y'all. This ain't a message for nobody, but if it resonates, it does. You have a karmic relationship with your mother, okay? For some of you guys, it's an unhealed relationship, some type of toxicity there, okay? And maybe it's because your mother was raised different than you, or she's set in her ways, or she has ways about herself where it is you have ways about yourself, but you're on a more like healing path. Your mother was placed in that position to trigger those energies, to trigger that energy for you to heal that energy, okay? And then to help her heal that energy as well. Okay? Okay. So don't look at it like, oh, it's a karmic situation. What is it that you need to learn in that situation? What is it that you need to take from that karmic situation? It's not something you run from, you guys. You don't run from it. You face it. You deal with the ins and outs of it and learn what it is that the divine is wanting you to learn in the midst of the situation, or seeing things from a higher perspective so you can actually grasp what it is that you need to grasp from that karmic situation. That's what we call them, karmic lessons, okay, or karmic cycles. If we're repeating like karmic cycles, like the same low vibrational behaviors, repeating those behaviors over and over and over again, or overly obsessing in the same patterns. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to overly obsess in any patterns, make them healthy. Make them a healthy pattern. Make it healthy. Like, oh, you're obsessed with meditating, or you're obsessed with getting grounded, or you're obsessed with clearing out your chakras. Make it an obsession, a healthy obsession though, okay? Because when it's a low vibrational obsession, it becomes karmic. It becomes a karmic situation. It becomes a karmic behavior. You know what I'm saying? So karmic is not a person. We know that. Okay? Karmic is a person's actions or behaviors. Okay? Karmic can be a scenario. Karmic can be a situation. Okay? So look at it from a higher perspective. That word was never meant to offend. It was never meant to trigger. It was never meant to harm. Okay? That word was meant to correct. All right? And if it triggers, it means that you have something within yourself that you need to heal. Okay? All right? And I say that with love. Anyway, what else did Divine wants me to say to you guys? Karmic. Karmic relationships. Let's do another example, you guys. Karmic relationships, all right? Those different relationships, like with your baby's father or something. You may have had energy of you being like this doormat, or you being over giving, or you being over loving. That person also had low vibrational energy of over giving and being a doormat. At one point in their life, they may have not been that doormat to you, but they've been a doormat to somebody, and that same energy is in your face. You were supposed to learn that doormat energy. Like, it's not a good energy. Let's work on it between the two of us. Some of y'all didn't get that energy where y'all could heal with each other. Y'all had to separate. For some of y'all, somebody did the healing and then the other person did not. Or somebody is last minute doing the healing. That is what you call a karmic situation. That's a karmic relationship. Okay, when there's something between the two of y'all that have to be cleaned up and closed out and healed, those are those situations where they're karmic, where you have to come down here and you have a karmic situation that has to close out between a person. Like for some of y'all, you will keep doing this until you get the lesson. You will keep seeing that lesson until you get it. Until you master it, you will keep seeing that karmic lesson. All right? And that is why we're like, detach from this, or heal that, or work on your root chakra, or do the trauma healing. Those different things are necessary. Things that I've been teaching y'all over here has been necessary, okay? Because that is how we heal. That is how we grow. That is how we ascend. You know, and then we're living this life, okay? So we get like, sometimes we get triggered with shit we didn't know that was gonna trigger us, or I worked hard from that. I shouldn't have been triggered by that. But sometimes you could be, because of a different scenario of the same situation, but a different scenario. It came in different, and the divine energy tested you to see how you were going to respond to that energy, how it came in differently though. But when you can identify it, like, okay, I remember feeling like this, you get to remember, nostalgia get to kicking in, and you remember going through the same experience but a different situation, right? You get what I'm saying? Okay, follow me. And you see it from a higher perspective, and you understand it, and you're able to say to yourself, that is why I went through that. That's when you know the cycle has closed out. That's when you know the cycle is finished. These different karmic cycles, okay? That's when you know, okay, I've repeated this lesson for too long. Now I'm beginning to see that I was on a hamster wheel for all these years, or all this time I was on a hamster wheel. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, you're being able to really truly see it for yourself. Like, a lot of y'all have experienced that as of lately. You've been experiencing it, like, finally. And it's the energy will let you know when the cycle is closed. This ain't nothing that you just hearing somebody say it to you in a reading, or you got a personal reading and they're saying that the cycle's closed. Or you guys are actually seeing these cycles close in your life. You're actually being able to feel the liberation of you freeing yourself from a cycle, or you being free from a karmic cycle or that karmic loop. Okay? Because sometimes these karmic cycles become handlers. When you're not getting the lesson, or when you're not learning, or you not seeing it like how the divine wants y'all to see it, how it takes for you to be like in this energy, like, I gotta heal this, I gotta work on this. The divine wants y'all to see it, literally experience it closing out in your face. And if sometimes it means hugging your enemy, or if this person was an enemy, but them not necessarily being your enemy, but by you being this healer, and you've ascended this far, you are supposed to move as this person, not like, oh, don't touch me, or like, because for some of y'all, you're going to experience having to close out y'all cycles. That best friend from the past, whether she betrayed you or not, when she may not be on that beef shit like how you might be, like in your mental, or you could think that she on that shit, but she might not be. What if she approach you like, how you doing? And I haven't seen you in a while. For some of y'all, when y'all in the past where y'all have seen this person, y'all spazzed on this person because you were unhealed. You didn't care to heal anything up, or you might have wanted to close out the cycle, yeah, but you can't close out no cycle with no unhealed ass feelings against somebody. You get what I'm saying? You can't close out cycles like that. I'm not saying every last one of y'all gotta hug y'all enemy. I'm not saying that. But for some of y'all, that's what it's gonna take for you to close out your cycle. This person is gonna be a moment where you ain't seen this person in years, or whatever, and they're doing good, and they look good, and things are good, and they're like, how you doing, and it's all smiles, but you feel it in your heart. You like, I want to hug this person. That's because you know the cycle is over. That's because you know it's closed out. That's when you know. When you know, you know. Okay? And that is why I don't want y'all to run from karmic. Don't run from karmic. It's almost like running from your karma. You can't run from your karma. For some of y'all that been repeating cycles, sometimes that be y'all trying to run or trying to avoid your karma. And sometimes it don't be, y'all be like, the enemy stopped me, or enemy holding me up. That don't be the case either. Y'all be giving the enemy too much credit. Sometimes it be y'all's asses trying to run from your karma. I ain't about to shake hands on that or apologize. Y'all agreed to disagree. Maybe this person didn't even like you. For some of y'all won't have to see that energy. For some of y'all may not have to even deal with it. But for some of y'all that do have to literally deal with experiencing it in your face, you will. For some of y'all already have, but you will. And it's going to feel good, and you going to know when that cycle closes. You're just going to know. And things you may need to work on, it may even just be within yourself. You don't have to work on nothing with the external. You have to work on it within you. Okay? So don't run from karma or karmic, or take offense when somebody say that's a karmic situation. You can even identify like that shit repetitive, or that's a low vibrational behavior, or that's some shit that my family have, that I'm seeing it in my family. It's becoming repetitive. Oh, those are karmic family members. So those are karmic family members. Those family members, they have karmic lessons they have to learn. That's not because they're bad people. Okay? They have karmic lessons to learn. They be in karmic loops. And some of them may not want to learn. Some of them may not want to heal. But that's not your business. Okay? It only becomes your business when it's affecting you, when it's around you, when it's in your energy, or the divine is sending you for healing. To help that person heal, or to do the initial work. That is why a lot of you guys have been initiated into healing what needs to be healed within you, so you could be the healer for another individual. Okay? All right, y'all, let's get some mastery messages, because y'all know I will go. Y'all know I will go. I'm going to go. But anyway, let's get some mastery messages, you guys. That's when I knew it was really over. Absolutely. And that those moments are for celebration. When you're able to identify those karmic loops closing out, or those karmic lessons closing out, or those different things that were karmic in your life. Mind you, let's say it again, karmic is a behavior, or it's a pattern, or it's something that needs to be addressed or made right, corrected, balanced, as you would. You get what I'm saying? So let's not make it harder than it has to be. Oh, I have this karmic situation going on. No, fix it. You're the creator. You are the leader of your own life. You're the controller to the controls. You operate this energy. It's inside of you. So you're gonna work. Say, you know what? I'm gonna work towards closing out these cycles. And sometimes y'all can ask the Divine Mother. Go to the mother sometimes when you may not want to go to the father. Go to the mother, divine father. You know what I'm saying? You want to heal things with family. Sometimes that's the Divine Mother. You go to the Divine Mother like, look, Divine Mother, I want to mend things with my family, or I know it's things that needs to be healed within my karmic family. Can you lead me? Can you guide me? Can you show me or teach me how to help my family heal, or how to help me heal my family? The work. Okay? So it's not always, oh, you running from the karmic family, or the karmic family did this. No, sometimes the karmic family will project at you because they need healing too. They're projecting for you to heal what's unhealed in them, so you could help them heal that energy. All right? That is why they be trying to confuse y'all, because they don't want y'all to learn this information. They want y'all to stay stuck in them karmic loops, to be distracted from your mission, from your goals, from your drive, from your purpose. Okay? You fight back by doing the work, y'all. Y'all know that. I've been teaching y'all that. Okay? Alright. Divine Holy Spirit, give me the messages for today's class, the Freedom Project class, mastery messages for the collective. Show us what we need to see, Divine, please and thank you. Financial review. Restructure capital, renegotiate contracts, review investments, and refinance if you need it. Okay, if needed. So it's contracts being renegotiated here because of these different cycles. You've closed out some cycles in the recent past. I'm getting for some of you guys, for a lot of you guys have had like financial blockages because of some of these lessons that were not being learned. Okay, so the Divine literally put you in a space where you couldn't do anything but pay attention to the Divine and the lesson. You couldn't pay attention to nothing but the lesson. Like when you're having financial energy, financial problems, that's just an alert for you to pay attention to something. It's never to hurt you. It's always for you. It's never to hurt you. It's always being done for you, okay? So that is why you guys get those financial pinches, or your love life get you get the feeling blocked from love. It don't be because, oh, my ex is blocking my love life. In certain scenarios or situations, that may be the case, but in this case, that's not okay. It's from the lesson. Now, you may even be like, because this ex doesn't want to come and feel like they want to heal or learn this lesson. Y'all may have even had that part because you were ready to come in the union and learn the lesson or do whatever you were trying to do, but everything was in divine timing, okay? So for some of y'all feel like y'all literally are experiencing the cycles close. It's happening in your face. The circle of life. It's something you asked your spirit. I'm just saying, you asked your guide, you asked your spirit team. You were like, you know what? I'm tired of this loop. Like, I want to move forward. I'm ready to move forward. And when the divine sees that hard work you've been putting in, they see that you ready, really truly ready for initiation and really ready to move forward, they will move you forward, honey. For some of y'all have been asking, like, okay, I'm doing this work. Can you please move me forward or open up some doors? I just heard all 5 doors are open. Whatever doors you came in, them ain't the same doors, okay? The doors that you came in, those cycles are closed. There's some new doors that have opened for you, okay? It says, ask your guides to help you through this transition. There are no real endings, only new beginnings. Okay, so I pretty much analyzed that whole situation right there for y'all. New beginnings. The old doors are closing. All right, it's time to explore. Somebody here could have a Sagittarius placement highly aspected somewhere. Okay. So you guys have been asking for different things. A lot of your prayers are being answered as well. Because the world needs you. You are a needed individual here. It says honor your deep desire to be of service. So you are needed. Your energy is needed. That is why you had to learn these karmic lessons. That is why you had to go through the karmic energy and you had to portray karmic behavior so you could see the behavior that other people portray. And you may have even had to mirror somebody. You may have not even intentionally, though. It's just something that happened because it was something that needed to be learned in that situation, okay? So you're having, or past tense, you already went through all this. And you're of service now. For some of y'all, could be healers, could be tarot readers. Whatever it is you're doing, make it beef towards humanity. You're doing something here towards humanity. It says it's time to leave your mark. I feel like you have left your mark. Even with these different obstacles, even you had to climb mountains. Somebody could be a Capricorn or a Virgo, okay? Somebody could have Earth highly aspected in their chart somewhere. But it says it's time to be the mountain goat and begin your ascent. You've ascent. You've changed. Something has transformed here. So what I'm getting is somebody here is, you're moving to a new platform. You've moved to a new platform for some of y'all. You're moving into a new corporation. Somebody's moving to a new corporation, some type of new opportunity here where you're needed. I'm hearing your expertise is needed in some type of opportunity that's coming your way, okay? You're going to be leaving your mark, or you already left your mark on a corporation that wants to operate that wants to offer you an opportunity as a operator, or to operate the business or something like that. So it's the publication. Listen, I'm hearing broadcast and publication, whatever that is. All right. Broadcast and publication, whatever those words are. I'm gonna write that down. Broadcast. I know what kind of broadcast and publication. So that means something being published, or published. You could be a published author and or a published reader or something. It's something that you're going to be leaving your mark. So you could be a published author or something. Somebody wrote a book or is writing a book. Your book, if you've already done this, you're getting confirmation that you're needed. Your book is needed, or whatever. It's time to take that leap of faith. For some of y'all, you're published. Something is being published. All right. I love that. New beginnings. One more. New beginnings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New beginnings. That's what that says. Aries. Somebody here could be in, you could be moving in your North Node heavily here at this time. Something about North Node energy. Somebody could have a North Node in Aries as well. Something is moving fast. I'm just picking up on like some lightning. You could be in an area where it lightnings a lot. Is some type of lightning. Your light, something is sparking. Something is sparking off of you. Some type of spark. Okay. It says actions you take now will yield to swift results. Charge ahead with your visionary plan. So rethink, redo, reimagine. It says allow your thoughts to run inward. Reflect and meditate on what it is you truly desire. So you know, in the church when they say the prayer line is open, meditate on what you truly desire. When you meditate, that's like your prayer line. That's like your mental prayer line to the ancestors, to the divine. When you're meditating, like that is like that connection right there. Okay, I have trouble. Listen, I'm working on my whole little meditating thing, and I'm doing better. I've been doing mantras to help me meditate better, and it's actually been working. Like I've been working with my deities, you know, I've been working with the guides, I've been working with my ancestors to help myself so I can help my collective as well, you know, as far as like meditating and getting all that energy that, you know, I need as well. But anyway, that was class today, you guys. I love you all so much. Do your spiritual work. Do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And happy Saturday. Enjoy your day. Mwah.